Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the glorious coalition of sovereign colonies. A wonderful place that only the best of the best can come to. If you remember this couple assignments back, I'm bringing it back in a refined form.
Yeah, it's rewind time.
Probably still gonna lose because I want to do like a very interesting government idea from my novel. Let's do it. I am going to try to break this down into 3 different categories, and that is basically citizens' rights and responsibilities, government rights and responsibilities, and how those two try to balance each other out. Starting off with the first one, I want to talk about responsibilities and or rights. They kind of play into both. I've noticed that most laws and most rights that we have in the Constitution are purposely left pretty vague in order to give us some wiggle room. Now, I call these the Model Citizens Guiding Principles for the government officials and citizens, so this is both of them. We have diligence, purity, humility, honor, labor, and loyalty. Now I'm going to dig into these a little bit closer now. So first off, in our glorious country, we have order. Basically, this means that you are in charge of the safety and security of not only your home and your family, but your neighborhood and or your entire town or city. Whatever you have the resources and manpower to secure, you secure that. In the event of disasters or riots or, God forbid, some sort of invasion. Next up is going to be diligence, which is like maintaining your work, your relations with your neighbors, your family members, and your effort on helping your community and enforcement. This is going to be sort of a incentive to give back to the community, give back to your country, rather than just taking from it. Purity is actually pretty self-explanatory. Basically, just don't do any crimes that we have nowadays. Try to remain pure within the soul, or so to speak. Don't do any crimes. Don't do drugs. Don't help criminals. Don't do anything that normal people would regret, like animal abuse or anything like that. Moving on. So next up we have humility, which is to remain humble, respectable, and pretty much logical no matter the position or the situation. This is to help people way up in the government remain pretty down to earth and not really all high and mighty and oh, I'm better than all of you type guys. After that, we have honor. To always do the right thing, whether it's just giving a person a fair trial, testifying the truth, or just protecting others in need or giving to others in need. Everyone should be honorable, and this actually kind of plays in with purity in a way, but just have some respect for yourself and your word. So labor is going to be the next one, and it is definitely tied in with diligence. Maintaining your work, labor, obviously, always work better, and always work to better the state, your community, and your families. So idle hands are the worst type of hands. Always be busy, either furthering your own goals in life or furthering and helping others. And of course, the last one is going to be loyalty to the state and each other. Not necessarily state all the time, because you will get bad rulers, and if they make enough people angry over their terrible decisions, people are going to rise up and throw them out of office. So not necessarily the leaders themselves, but the state and each other. That's going to be what keeps us together. So Also, at this point, I'm actually running out of room, so I'm gonna have to recycle some footage, and really brush over these next topics. I will probably make another video over the weekend if I'm not burnt out from making a whole nother video tomorrow. So that's gonna be great. The role of the government is basically just maintaining the law, the order, and the security of the state and or country, and it is going to be breaking down into the colonies, as I've said. Now, the colonies all have their own specific laws and whatnot, but they all answer to the higher government, similar to the states that we have today. The citizens are obviously meant to be just the normal drones, workers, you know. But if need be, they do have the rights, and if it's that bad, they do have the will to fight back